When people realize that you are open-minded, they'll be willing to correct you. And when you do it right, they'll be willing to tell you as well. But when they notice that each time you are corrected, you're always defensive, if I were in that same shoe, I will not come to you to correct you again. I always do something whenever I have the opportunity to minister or to be in any presentation. There are people around me that are so objective to tell me what I've done right and what I've not done right. It's not everybody that could do that for me anyway. It's not everybody I will trust with that kind of judgment. So you should have people like that around you too. Your music director is the very first person that you should respect in that space. He's your music director for a reason. So he wants you to grow. So when your music director tells you, hey, you've done this right, but I think this is a place you need to grow. Don't take it personal. Don't take it like, oh, they don't want me. It's because this, it's because that, it's because they have preference. Those are feelings that are all going on in your head. There is something you can control, how you react to it. I've seen someone give this kind of example that, okay, when you receive such a criticism or observation, take it as sandpaper. What does sandpaper do? It shines that surface, makes it smooth, and makes it a better product. That is how you should see criticisms. So I think that should help you too. Another point here is that you must always stay humble. When you're criticized, that is not a time to feel annoyed, at least not to the person who's telling you. I've mentioned earlier that receive it with an open mind. This is what happens. When people realize that you are open-minded, they'll be willing to correct you. And when you do it right, they'll be willing to tell you as well. But when they notice that each time you are corrected, you're always taking it personal, you're always annoyed, you're always defensive. If I were in that same shoe, I will not come to you to correct you again. I'm not encouraging people to lie to others about their performances or ministrations, but if that is the way you're perceived to be, nobody will be willing to correct you. They will leave you with your flaws and you will never know it. But if you're open-minded enough and you are genuinely receiving these things, even when it's coming from someone you perceive as your enemy, quote unquote, if it's true, if it is very true, then you have to work on it. Once you work on it, it becomes something that makes you better and you've moved on. So be humble enough to receive criticisms, be teachable, be open-minded, and that is the golden place to be. So lastly, I encourage you that whatever observation anyone makes about you, make sure you anchor it on God. Pray about it. I've seen people who sing off key and they did everything and anything. They were putting effort to ensure that they don't want to go flat whenever they're singing. So they have to pray about it. Prayer alone will not solve the problem. You have to work at it. And eventually things turned around. So if God sees your heart that you really want to grow and you are making effort, when you pray, it's going to help you. But if you are not making any effort and you're just praying about it, I'm not too sure that is going to happen, because there are some things that prayer will not do for you, especially when it comes to skills. That is the place I encourage all of us to be, the place of growth, the place of open-mindedness, the place of not being defensive, the place of objectivity, the place of controlling how you receive criticism. When we put all of this together, our team can grow together and build the body of Christ. Eventually, God gets all the glory and we receive all the blessings. So I encourage you from this moment that you take criticism as something that helps you grow. Whenever you have the opportunity to minister during your presentation, you are pouring out your heart, you are ministering to God. However, make sure that you pay attention to what you're doing right and what you're not doing right. And when you have someone to even tell you, it's a blessing. So you take it with grace, take it with thanksgiving, and see how to work on it. I hope that helps. See you in the next video.